Hey, my loves, welcome back to my channel. Oh, God, I just want to say thank you guys on the love for my last two videos. Like, guys, those videos have just been popping on their own. I don't know what's going on, but something is happening, and you guys don't stop. Keep showing up for me, keep giving me your love. I really do appreciate it. And if you're just coming to my channel for the first time, my name is Idiri Igoroje, the brand owner of Didi Signature. I'm a makeup artist, so welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me. I really do appreciate your love. Thank you. So on today's video, I have with me here my queen, my gorgeous queen, the one and only kitchen queen, Ife's Kitchen. So I decided to film her look. Ife is a really, really, really nice person. Like, doing her makeup, as in, there is this calmness, there's this love that just radiates around her. You can't just see, when you meet Ife, you just need to love her. That's just all. That's just all. So today, we're creating a very different kind of look for her. Her stylist said he wanted something sassy and bold at the same time, so I decided to go with a cut crease eye look. I've never done that for her before. I've been doing Ife's makeup, let me say, it will be a year plus now, going to 2 years. Yes. I love me a loyal client. And I'm so grateful that she allowed me to film this whole process. And yes, so I wanted you guys to just see how, all the mise and scène, as in how it goes down. Sometimes you can see it takes a village. It takes a village, truly. You don't want to know how many people were in this room. It really takes a village. So right now I'm going into my anniesbeauty palette to create that crease. And let's give it up for Gloria. She's the hairstylist, Glorious Hairstylist. That's her Instagram handle. So we've been working together with Ify for a while now, and we've been creating magic, guys. So this is me going in, trying to create the cut crease using my Cindy's eyeshadow primer to cut the crease. The brush I'm using is from Bodge. I think so, yes. Bodge, Boj, Bodge Cosmetics. They have like a full brush set. Like, their brush set is really nice. I recommend them any day, anytime. I use it a lot. So I'm just trying to create that seamless and beautiful cut crease for her. I'm working with her eye shape. So I'm going into my Huda Beauty Nude New palette. I've had this palette, like, this is like my bridal palette. I love it so much because the fallout is very, very minimal. Like, I love using it. It's very easy to work with. You could see how just once you could see how, like, the eyeshadow just sat on her eyes, like, really, really pretty. So I'll be going into skin work, and I was going to say something, guys, as in talk about supporting creators and all that, because most of the time I find myself maybe explaining to people, guys, pardon me, like, pardon me. I find myself explaining, like, you don't really need to love my content to, watch it or support me, or sometimes it'll be like, I've been in where some makeup artists would be, or beauty creators, or what, and they'll just be like, maybe because you are not the kind of makeup artist that is buzzing at the time, like, what is this person doing that I'm not even doing that? You get, what do I want to even learn? So this my content is not about whether you are going to learn something. I know, yes, for sure, I know there are people that are learning. I've been seeing your comments, and chef kiss, I appreciate you guys so much. You get, but the idea right now is for me to be monetized. And I found out that if I don't post longer videos, my watch hour is not going to grow fast. So I'm thinking, what do you guys think? Should I start posting longer videos? Are you guys going to appreciate me by watching these videos? Because I really need these watch hours. My watch hour needs to really grow up. It needs to go up because I actually had built it to an extent over the years, but because I was off YouTube for a year, I went down to zero. It's just like I'm starting from scratch. So you can imagine what starting from scratch is like. So I really, really need my watch hour to go up. You understand? So that is the idea. Please, I need this. See, I'm here begging you guys from the depth of my heart. I need you guys to come through for me. Tell your friends about my channel, share, post it on your story, on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on TikTok. I need people to hear about Didi's signature. The more encouragement and support I get, the more vibe I'm going to have in creating interesting content. I have a lot of imaginations in my head and I really want to bring them to life, and I need you guys. I can't actually do it alone. That's why I'm here begging. As in, this is not something I can do alone. I need you guys. I need my community. I need you guys to be part of my community. Let us do this magic. Let's create it. I want to be able to give you guys this accolade, and say, you guys, you did it for me. And seriously, I really appreciate you guys so far. The love has been tremendous. You guys have been doing it so well for me. Okay, guys, let's go into concealing under our eyes, all the high point area of our face. That's what we're actually applying concealer. You can see that I use two different shades of concealer. The first one is to build coverage under our eyes, and the other one is help to make it brighter. No, so I'm using that light concealer, so because I want that bright under eyes, so it's going to pop the look well, and it's going to help her face to look snatched. You see, she was telling me, oh, you want me, you are going to be recording with me looking ugly like this. I don't know. Every time my clients, they always complain. Maybe when I'm recording, they're like, "Oh, are you going to be recording with me doing my face like this?" It's not actually a big decision. She wasn't looking that bad, right, guys? Okay, so I'm using my Nuban Beauty setting powder in Alabaster to set under the eyes. Then I went in with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. I think in shade either 35 or 30. Yeah, so you can see how under our eyes are looking so smooth. This is the idea, like smooth and dry. You're not going to be seeing shine. She was going for this look. Actually, she was going for a brand ambassador signing, so I needed this look to last all day because she was going to have a long day. She'll be going to the company factory. It's a food brand. I don't know if my video is actually going to come up before they actually post about it, so I can't actually mention about it now until she has come out to say, oh, this is what it is. But I needed the makeup to stay all day. Like, I didn't want any crack, I didn't want it to move, so I wanted the look to, in as much as I wanted it to be matte, I still wanted that look to be fresh at the same time. So what we are trying to achieve here is longevity. Do you understand? So most of the time, like I'll tell my students, if you are creating a look, always maybe discuss with your client so you understand where they are going to. So what I'm going to do for one person is not the same thing as I'm going to do for the other person. You get? So every client with their different events, their different environments, you get? So I always do the makeup according to that. You get? So it's not every makeup I do for all my clients that I use like a makeup seal, after, like, to round up the look. No. So it depends on where you are going to. So that is why it's important to let me know where or what your event is about. Thereby, it would help me prepare my mind on how I'm going to prep your skin, how the look is going to be, how it's going to last, stuff like that. So I'm going in with into her brows. I'm just highlighting her brow bone. So the trick here about doing your eyeshadow before um your brows and all that. Me, I just said there's no trick. It's just as the spirit leads. But I know that one thing that I know I'm not going to do anytime soon is doing my brows before foundation. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm going to do any of that anytime soon. As in the past, I've done it, I did that, and I think that process kind of waste time for me because I will first of all go into like priming the brows, setting it, doing all that. Whereas I can do that at the same time when I'm actually, doing my skin work, foundation, and setting and all those stuff. Do you understand? So those process just aid you, an easy and seamless, process to join your brows, right? So I'm going into lips. So most of the time before I do my lashes, I love to go into the lips to make sure that if I'm using a product that it's not going to be so mattifying, so that that product can actually dry down before I gloss the lip. Because most of the time, most of my clients, they love to apply gloss. Even if you're like, oh, let us just do a matte lip, they'll be like, oh, I think I'll prefer gloss. So you see most of my looks are they are glossy looks. You get like the lips. Okay, so we went in with this pinkish nudish lip look, and I tried out the lashes to make sure that it actually went with the theme of the look, because we are going bold, you get, and sassy. That's what the look is saying. So I'm just trying to dust off the excess powder on her face and go ahead to set all over her face using my Morphe continuous setting spray. This is one of my go-to setting spray, and trust me, you have to, like, I can't overemphasize this, you have to dry down each time you spray on the face. It has to dry, it has to sink into the skin. So here I'm using my Msmetic bridal set. I think this is either, if this is not the bridal set, this is the artistry set. Yes, I'm using it I'm using this is the style that I'm using for her lashes. It goes perfectly with the look, so at this point, if he's already giving me countdown like, oh, she's late, because we still needed to style her hair, we still needed to take some pictures, she needs to still create content before she actually go for the signing. And she was going to be crossing a boat, hey guys, and she needed to be there early. The worst thing can happen is tears. She was tearing, and I don't even know, anytime any of my clients, they are tearing, I just say, you know what, I just tell them, calm down. I don't try to panic. I don't try to make them panic. Even when you fix lashes and they're like, oh, the eyes are not opening, I'll just tell them, just relax. Nothing's going to happen to you. Just chill, and I take care of you. Because the moment they have that fear in them, oh my God, you will see the whole eyes will be running. It will just turn to rivers of living water. Hey, you don't want to experience that kind of thing. So immediately I just tell them, calm down. I allow you, to tell you, take a deep breath in. When you take a deep breath, then maybe I go in with my tissue or cotton bud to just clean around that area to make sure that you're not wet. I allow you to dry, then I just sort it out. So this is me going into glow. I love me a good glow. You know, that glow, as in, you just, guys, I don't know if you can hear my finger. As in, I love glow. This part is one of the most interesting part when it comes to my look. In fact, video most of the time they don't do justice, because if you see Ify, if you had seen her on ground, see, you would stare and you'd be like, what? Like seamless, clean, then you see the glow just blends on her cheek. You understand? So this is me, this is my signature thing. I try to make sure that the tail of the brow, I try to make it look snatched and popped. You get? So I promise you guys a brow tutorial video that I must do. I will fulfill it. I'm just going to look for the right model, the right time that I'm going to create that content. Definitely going to drop a brow tutorial video, because I've seen your comments, I've heard you, I've listened, and yes, I am going to do it. So I'm using my Zaron mascara to mascara under her eyes and put the lashes together. You can see her, she's already feeling herself, and here she's rehearsing for her lines for the advert that she was going to shoot. She was going to do something before she leaves. See, content creators, don't try them. Oh, these people, they work hard. I've worked with a lot of content creators. I'll be like, guys, you guys put in the work. When you see the ones that put in the work, they do the work. Not just, if it's not just someone that just creates content. No, she's very deliberate. If you give her a line, you will see her, she smashed it. I'll just be like, girl, like, Ify is so smart. She's not just, when they will see some people creating content, you think, no, this one, she is so smart. So I love her so much. You can see how she looks, guys. I'm just going to allow you enjoy the rest part of the video while Gloria styles her hair, try to bring it down. So she already changed to her outfit she's using for the lunch from Banker Cuckoo, and Benny Styling was our stylist on this, and Ayo Makinwa was the photographer, and myself did the signature as the makeup artist. It was nice seeing you guys today. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on your post notification. Drop your lovely comments. I love to read them all. I appreciate you guys. Mwah. See you in my next video.